All right, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in to The Walking Dead. I'm gonna be really quick today because I'm nervous and anxious. My son Carl got bit apparently, and I gotta go check on him.
Yeah, me too.
If we lose Carl, I'm gonna be so sad.
Well, I think we have to lose Carl. We got bit.
Well, I mean, I know, but I feel like I'm in denial still.
Yeah.
Hopefully they find a cure out of nowhere. I was kind of picturing him getting killed by Negan. I'm not even gonna lie. So him getting bit by a random walker like that just doesn't really sit right with me. And so I'm just having this big denial. But guys, listen, we got a Patreon if y'all want to see the full uncut reaction. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us like always, man. I'm too anxious to get into Walking Dead today. So let's go right now. All right, guys, this is episode 9 of season 8, Honor. I'm sad to go into this one.
My mercy prevails over my wrath. Sup, Jude? Hey, Rick.
Everything okay?
Just came for some of that butternut skillet cake you guys make.
You rode out from the kingdom for dessert.
Hells yeah.
You got roped into masonry duty.
Sadiq, man. He's impossible to say no to. Back to it.
It's hard to tell if that's a dream or not.
Just go! You don't have to do this!
Yeah, I just really didn't want Carl to die. Like, he's like a top 3 character that just couldn't die to me.
Yeah.
To me, the characters that I really couldn't have die, guys. Let me pause it because sorry to pause it so early, but in my mind, man, Michonne, Rick, Carl, and Daryl, and Carol, and everybody else. Okay, everybody else.
It's just like a duck.
What about Judith?
I don't want nobody to die. Okay.
Must rip out all the epilogues from the books. We must stare, we must stare, we must stare. Set fire to the preacher of every anarchist that sleeps but doesn't dream.
That's like Chris Spike too.
We must sing, we must sing. It'll go like this, alright.
I know that's what it looks like when I get a hold of that Wendy's crispy chicken sandwich.
So annoying.
Return to the lonesome ocean.
Not back soon, but we'll meet him there. Hopefully they'll be with him. What about Michonne?
Must memorize 9 numbers and
Well, she needs to hurry up and get back.
I know.
We must hang up in the belfry where the
Who's
we must
Dodge?
stare into a crystal ball and only see the past. From there way down to the very bottom, morning's coming back.
Did he just set him up a bed?
That's kind of what it looked like to me. His J's look like fishing hooks.
I found out I'm really no one.
I want that
We must
picture.
talk to criminals strapped firmly to a chair. We must set fire to the preacher who is promising us hell. But the Lord is gone. Will give us
Yeah, this one might get a tear out of me.
like the setting sun.
You seen this?
North copy. Got shots here.
West 2. What are they doing?
Oh, they're clearing them out.
Before they run out of walkers.
I got eyes on him.
Might have eyes on you.
As psycho as this sounds, that might be kind of fun.
You're psycho. That's only because you like Call of Duty Zombies. This is not the same thing.
He's trying to make a path. Block it out the walkers with bodies. They're gonna get out. Now we need to tell everybody.
That was a smart plan, though.
Get out! Everybody get out now!
I feel like it's the only plan. Like either shoot them or die in there.
That's what the stick's used for now. Can we just do it together?
I'm just a little sad to dance, guys.
Me too.
Man, this is gonna suck when Carl goes, man. I'm so depressed.
I'm bummed too.
Remember when the governor was after Andrea? And I was like, how's he seeing her so easy? You can see how Morgan just sort of hid behind the tree. That's all you gotta do. That's what I'm saying. That's all you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it could have been that easy.
Remember we did that before?
When?
When we were at Fort Yargo in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, we weren't supposed to be there. And the guy, basically, guys, we snuck into Fort Yargo, which is a state park, and we went at like 3 a.m. and we were
We didn't
walking.
really sneak in. We went through like a open entrance.
So we snuck in, right? And we were walking up and down the road, and the guy who there's like a guy who works there overnight, like security. And anytime they drive up, we'd see their headlights, and we'd hide in the woods. We'd dip off in the woods. We used to do that a lot.
See it? Got tripped up on my wire. I got it. Cottage is just ahead, out of the tree line. It's got a wrought iron fence. There's food and water inside. The Saviors don't know about it. You'll be safe there until I make it back with Ezekiel.
You versus all of them?
Yeah.
Damn right.
They don't stand a chance.
It's not just Carol. I'm going too.
Boy,
No,
Go, but-
you're not.
Get your juice
Kill
and go
my
to bed.
brother, and I'm not gonna let him kill you.
I can do it. I can help you. Morgan taught me the stick. You taught me the gun.
It's not happening.
Well, he's obviously gonna sneak away and go try to help.
No, that's when you're like, hey, protect all these people. You're in charge of them. Wink, wink.
I don't. How?
Dad, it's all right. It's gotta be. I wasn't sure if you'd make it back before. Just in case, you know. I wanted to make sure I was able to say goodbye.
It's them. They don't. It wasn't. No.
I got bit. Bringing someone back. His name's Sadiq. We saw him at that gas station before. It wasn't the Saviors. It just happened.
That sucks so bad.
I got bit.
Negan's gonna kill you now.
I said he's going to kill you.
Man, he heard you.
And there's nothing I can do to stop that.
You hear me?
I ferried my people to freedom. What befalls me now matters not.
It matters, idiot. I liked you, Ezekiel. You got that you couldn't do better than you had it. You accepted things for what they were, and you didn't get any big ideas in your head. And then Rick went and planted one right in there. Here we are. Shit's getting shittier, and you're gonna die.
I made a choice I could live with. Now it's your turn to do the same.
Here she goes. Oh, that's Morgan.
Henry.
They don't have enough people to guard all the walls.
No, but they do have people.
And they have Ezekiel.
I saw him. They got him on the other side of this place. We can take them one by one.
If we hit one of them, that could call them all. It's better just to avoid them until we can't.
Henry, he's here too.
Man, I knew that kid was gonna come.
Yeah, I saw him run this way and then he was gone. But he'll hide. He won't take them on face to face.
We have to do this now. So if we have to take them, we take them.
That just happened really fast, I think. Is kind of why it's getting me.
Thanks. I got these. They're over-the-counter and non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. They'll help a little with the fever. It did for my mom and dad. Please take them. Your son, he should have them.
You're a doctor?
I was a resident before.
Your name's Sadiq.
Yes.
Did you know he was a doctor? Is that why you brought him back?
He wasn't gonna make it alone. He needed us. That's why.
He was the one at the gas station.
Water, give me water.
Slowly, slowly.
Make them stop. You're one of them. They'll listen to you.
Not one of them anymore.
Please.
Oh.
Please. You said that Hilltop's safe?
Yeah.
We need to get everybody there. We can get Carl there.
And they think all of you got away in the woods. They're out there looking.
They saw us go west, so we won't go west.
And your best chance is to stay here until they're gone.
No, they find us here, we're dead.
They're almost gone. They gotta be. It wasn't about destroying the place. They don't have the ammo for that. After they let up, after they're gone, that's when we go.
It'd be so hard to just sit there.
I know.
Okay. We wait.
I mean, lucky for Carl, they can't really go anywhere though.
Are you sure going to Hilltop's the best plan?
You got a better one?
All of you in one place together.
All of us. Together. We'll be their worst damn nightmare.
It's like a weird thing because on some level everyone's so worried about Carl, but they still have to survive. So it's like he doesn't get the attention he deserves. And I feel like we didn't get enough Daryl and Carl moments in the series.
Yeah, basically.
They didn't talk too much, did they?
If we don't go through them, we gotta go through the courtyard. This is it. This is it.
But if they watch Jaws, they would shoot the fire extinguisher.
I don't think in real life it would do what you think it would do. This thing put out fires. They don't cause explosions.
But is this real life?
You want me to just do it?
No.
You think those fire extinguishers are like cans of hairspray. That's what you think.
No. They could have found him.
I know. I'm not worried about them.
Come on, boys. Get the damn gum off your shoes. Let's go. Is it going to go bad, Ezekiel? Is this going to turn into something else?
You are the author of this night, Gavin. Its clothes shall be fashioned by your star.
Exactly what I was thinking.
You left. You're supposed to be resting.
I'm not tired.
You look great. It's gotta stop, Michelle. It's not supposed to be like this. I know it can be better. Sounds like they're letting up.
Looks like you were right. They're leaving.
Maybe. Where do you go take a look?
So the whole time we've been watching this series, every time Carl pops on the screen, the audience is sitting there knowing that that's a dead kid.
That sucks, right?
That's so weird to think about, man. Like,
I thought he was when he got hit by that gunshot with the deer.
I guess he's been on borrowed time this whole time. Thank you, Herschel.
Leave it. Leave it.
Carol's like 007. Did you see that?
Let's go.
Leave some room for Ezekiel. Get him a pillow or something. It's gonna be his last ride. Just at least try to make him comfortable.
Kinda nice though.
Well, you try and you try and you try and you hope, wanting things to finally just settle, achieve some goddamn hard-fought equilibrium. But no, it always comes down to this. It always has to get dark and ugly and inhuman. You know I don't like this, right?
It is not too late to walk back from something decided.
He doesn't have that power.
Look, we got you. Duke, Paulie, where you at? Stop picking dingles. Grab your walkie and respond. Gomez. Gomez.
It is not too late to walk back from something decided.
Shit, there it is. Get him inside now!
I would think I was on the wrong channel when no one answered me.
I would think they're out there bumping tips. Like, you know, stop tip bumping.
Calibrate this cooker properly, we'll be lousy with baked apples ad infinitum. It would be my honor if you consider to be the sous to my chef, or I could be said sous and you shall surely chef. Till then, this Golden Delicious has your name on it.
Thanks, Eugene.
Weird seeing Eugene there.
Thanks.
I thought that was like Randy Smith.
You know, like, I've been sad in this show, but this is the first time I've genuinely felt like really shitty about this whole thing. Like, this really sucks, man.
The saviors are gone. We can get everyone to Hilltop. We can get Carl there.
Carl? No.
Daryl can get one of the cars.
Carl won't. He can't leave here. I have to stay with him.
Rick.
He can't. I have to stay.
We'll both stay.
Will you? Will you take Judith? She needs to be there. If she happens.
I'll take her. I'll get her there. I'll keep her safe. I got this.
Let me say goodbye. You should be good, okay? For Michelle, for Dad. You gotta honor him. Listen when he tells you stuff. You don't have to always. Sometimes kids gotta show their parents the way.
He said, be nice to Sadiq.
This was Dad's before it was mine.
Oh, stop.
No, it's yours. Just having it in. It always kept Dad with me. It made me feel as strong as him. It helped me. Maybe it'll help you too. Before Mom died, she told me that I was gonna beat this world. I didn't. But you will. I know you will.
These people, you saved them all. That's all you, man.
Ouch, nothing ever hurt like this on this show. That's the truth.
Boys, these are some tough times, ain't they? Jesus.
Not just yours.
Oh.
Mine too.
You brought me here. You gave me a chance. I know I can never repay you, but I can honor you by showing your people, your friends, your family, that what you did wasn't for nothing, that it mattered, that it meant something. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna honor you, Carl.
Congratulations. You're stuck with us.
I just don't think I've ever seen Carl's character in like another show or movie or something, so I wonder why they killed him off.
Maybe he dies in the comic.
Can't be a lot of them because there aren't a lot left. Got room for us? Controlled access. Force projected on the doors. Now! We end this, whatever the hell it is. I gotta settle this shit under the penalty of that goddamn bat.
You don't.
Shut up about that, okay? This is it. It is too late. I'm the author, you're the dead man, and that's how it's gonna be. You think I can be someone else? This is who I am. I live, you die. This is what this is.
The petty compromises I made to avoid conflict were always done in the name of saving my people's lives. Now I realize I was saving yours. No more.
Yeah, y'all ain't about to kill this man in his throne room.
Not at all.
Give up. He's dead.
Did I think people just walk in after explosions?
The saviors cannot aim, boy. Let's go. Let's go, King Ezekiel. Oh, Morgan.
That was diabolical.
Oh, whoa.
Who's this guy?
Boy, that was some theater. You get it? Theater?
Yeah, I get it.
Wow. I feel like Morgan's a little too unstable to be doing all that junk. Jesus. Man, where are you going? Did he miss?
Yeah, he did.
Morgan, we should take our leave.
We don't need to go. All of them are dead.
Oh, he's about to go take it to that guy.
Word.
He was like Ghostface right there.
He just made it cold up in here. Jeez.
You okay? I don't want you to be sad after this. Or angry. You're gonna have to be strong. For my dad, for Judith, for yourself.
That's how I'm gonna feel trying to react for the rest of this freaking show. Like,
trying to feel strong.
I have to be strong.
My best friend, Michelle.
You're mine too. You're mine.
Best stepmom ever.
I need your help.
With what?
Getting them out of here.
That poor guy had no childhood. Like, if you think about it, he just got robbed of one.
He either had the worst childhood ever or the most eventful childhood ever. I'm not really sure. If you asked him, he probably wouldn't have traded it for anything.
But he never like got a chance to be a kid.
Alexandria's cooked.
House up ahead. You can make it.
It's okay.
Ooh, he's dragging that stick boy.
Oh my god.
It's like a slasher.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting me here.
I'm sorry. I didn't want you out there.
No, for getting me here. For making it so I could be who I wound up. Back at the prison, when we got attacked, there was a kid, a little older than me. He had a gun. He was starting to put it down, and I shot him. He was giving it up, and I just shot him.
But in your defense, it wasn't fast enough.
What I did to him and how easy it was to just kill him.
Guys, I know it's a sensitive moment, but the reason she said that is because at the time we were arguing in favor of like they were at war, and for all we know, right when he lowered it, he could have just easily pulled it back up and shot him, you know?
No, he could have like dropped it and slid it, but
yeah, he did take his time about it. So, you know, in hindsight, it was the wrong thing to do for sure. But in the moment,
right,
we tried to defend Carl, basically.
Only a sick man do it like this. You think I wanted this? There wasn't a lot on the menu. Like I ran a good crew. I kept my word. You ask Ezekiel, I kept my word. You can go back to the hilltop. They're still standing. They're keeping them going.
Ezekiel's gonna give him mercy, I bet.
You think you can beat Negan? You can't. We can go back to how it was. We gotta go back.
No. Carl. No. No. What happened? What you lost. lost. All those things you had to do, you were just a boy. And you saw it. But it did. How easy it got.
You just killed all those men because of the kid?
Killing me won't make any of it go away. You'll still wake up to the same shit tomorrow.
Get up.
That's why you changed. You brought those people from Woodbury and you brought them in and we all lived together. We were enemies. You put away your gun. You did it so I could change. So I could be who I am now. What you did then. How you stopped fighting. It was right. It still is. It can be like that again. You can still be like that again.
Morgan, cease this.
See? I told you.
Ending him is the coward's way. We've won.
He's like, I might deserve to chop him up real quick.
He will see what he has wrought, and all of it will be his to live with.
Just throw him in the hilltop, dude.
Who I was. It's different now. You can't kill all of them, Dad. There's gotta be something after. For you. It's for them.
Morgan, stop it. You told me we can be better than them. You said that to me. You don't want to do this. I know it. I can see it.
Look how the roles are reversed.
I have to.
I mean,
he had to.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
I know. You can't see it yet. How it could be. But I have. You have a beard.
Oh, they're Carl's visions.
Bigger. Grayer. Michonne's happy. Judith is older. She's listening to the songs that I used to before. Alexandria's bigger. There's new houses, crops, and people working. Everybody living, helping everybody else live. If you can still be who you were, that's how it could be. Carl, it was all for you, right from the start. Back in Atlanta, the farm, everything I did, it was for you. And then at the prison, it was for you and Judith. It still is. It's gonna be. But nothing is gonna change that. I want this for you, Dad. Carl, I promise. I'm gonna make it real.
Henry, it's all right. Don't look at him. You look at me.
I had to. You were supposed to stay at the cottage. This wasn't what you were supposed to do. This wasn't for you.
Carol, all will be resolved.
That kid had a mean jab, though, didn't he?
Resolved.
Carl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you. A father's job is to protect his son. Love. It's just a love.
Oh, I'm getting so sad because we're coming down to our last moments with Carl.
No. It should be. I know. It's somebody you love. You can't do it yourself. But I still can. I grew up. I have to do this. Me. I love you. I love you too. I love you, Dad. I love you. Carl, I love you so much. I'll make it real. I will.
No way.
Oh.
I think it absolutely sucks. He has to be buried right there.
Yeah.
But I guess that's where he had his best years of his life when all this happened, really.
Good morning.
What's going on here?
You, darling.
And he took your name.
So I call my daughter Little Darling. Thinks Rick's taking this forgiveness thing a little too far, don't you? All right, guys, incredibly sad episode. That was basically 50 straight minutes of just
feeling depressed, man.
Yeah, just bleeding for Carl. I don't think I've ever watched this show and have just been so down. I mean, I feel like every absolute goated series that there's at least one episode in it where you're just sort of devastated in a way. You know, even if it's just the last episode because you're just sad it's over. But I feel like that was that episode for me. I mean, this was the worst one. We've lost a lot of characters, but I don't think any of them's hit like that.
No.
I mean, I have sons of my own. Like, I can't fathom. I genuinely can't fathom outliving them. Like, I don't want that to happen more than anything in this world. Like, that's genuinely like the only thing in life I actually am scared of. Like, other than that, I mean, there's nothing. Like, you put that into perspective, there's nothing that scary. I mean, you could lose your legs, you could fall out of a skyscraper. Yeah, but losing your kids or I guess dying before your kids are grown. I mean, those are the only two things that are worth fearing in life. So incredibly sad episode.
I think the saddest part of it all was we were confused about those memories, like whose they were they real, any of that, and it turns out they're Carl's.
Yeah.
And that's the saddest part, I think, of everything.
That just got me so down. I feel like going to the grocery store and getting some fudge rounds or something. You know what I'm saying? Eating my fillings over here. That was sad, man. And then eventually Carl shot himself in the head because he's a goat like that. And rest in peace to Carl. So guys, let me know, what did this kid go on to do after he was out of this series? Because there's a gnat in here, guys. You guys can't see it probably, but I don't know how the hell it got in here, but it is bugging the mess out of me.
I can tell because he go out of nowhere.
Yeah, so what did he go on to do? Was he in any other movies or TV shows? I obviously have like a lot of thoughts about the message and stuff he was given to Rick and all that. Like, I have thoughts about the ramifications of, I guess, the ideologies and the, you know, like the morals that are coming into play and stuff. I obviously have thoughts about that. And I'm going to share all those at the end because I don't really want to.
Well, I do have a question about Carl's real quick.
Ask it up. What's up?
How did he go from, like, and maybe you can remember because I can't remember specifics and that's what I'm a little like tossed up.
How did he go from kind of like psychopathic to this empathy machine?
How did he go from like trying to take out Negan like by himself to this? Because that was like within a season, I would say.
Yeah. I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, comment down below because I'm really.
He had a character arc pretty quick, didn't he?
Yeah, his character arc just like kind of went and.
We'll talk more about this at the end of the episode. I basically don't want to start giving my opinions and talking about all this stuff right now because I feel like Carl literally just passed away. We just lost a character, and I think that I just need an episode to mourn and get over it, and then let me get my thoughts together, and then we'll talk about it at the end. We got one more to get into today, guys, and this one better have Jesus in it, still in a van running through a field or something, because I need some comedic relief.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is The Lost and the Plunderers. I feel like that's actually going to make his cross fall over eventually, but
yeah.
You know.
Well, at least we didn't have to see him become a walker. That would have been really.
And it sounds kind of toxic to say, but if you're Rick, if I was Rick in real life, I don't think I could ever actually be happy again.
Right.
Like, I feel like worst case scenario just happened.
But you have to do it for Judith.
I guess I can pretend to be happy.
Yeah. He's going through some stuff and you're gonna do all that. spaghetti.
It had to be, right? Did you see those spaghetti ingredients?
That was stupid.
That was like the coolest Easter egg so far in the show, I think.
He used to sit on the roof.
We have to go.
The only solace you can find in this is they're all going to die eventually. And it might be a lot sooner than they think. Are they putting it out? Boy, that's just not going to work, man. Like, the fire's too deep, too hot. Stupid Negan.
What do you think he meant? Did he want us to stop fighting the Saviors? Just surrender to Negan?
We could pull over. We could read what he wrote.
Not yet, not me.
Rick, Carl, he brought a letter to Negan.
I need to talk to Jadis. They have weapons, people. We can't just give that up.
Why now?
They went with me to the sanctuary. The Saviors saw us there. They're gonna be a target too. We still need them. They're ours, not theirs.
Wow, so there's like an arms race to get those people. And they're in trouble, basically.
Oh, I might have to read that one to Negan.
I feel like when they read those letters, that's probably what I'm going to tear up.
Yeah.
It's going to be some Brienne and Tarth writing about Jamie junk.
Now they can't leave. Is that them? Was that them, all walkers?
I don't know. Maybe they already got there.
I feel really sad.
I do too. When they start reading those letters, I'm like, guys, let me know in the comments. When Carl died, did you guys cry? Maybe some people didn't even care. Some people probably didn't like his character. I mean, just let me know. How did you guys feel about all that?
I feel like people will be calling him Papa or whatever the heck in the comments too much.
Yeah.
They're sad.
I'm not going to be able to go.
Hilltop is covered, roads and then some. They are out there somewhere, so let's get balls deep in every nook and cranny they might hole up in. Nooks, crannies, and holes, people. All that shit outside the box. Appears our friends at Alexandria had themselves an escape plan. Rick's little one-eyed pride and joy played me. Damn, that kid is built for this shit.
Let me go out, close this thing.
Rot's got it for now. How'd the Hilltop go?
As requested.
Good job. With an extra attaboy on top, given I know you didn't want to play it that way.
You heard anything from Gavin?
Not yet, but it's coming. Gavin may be perpetually pissed off, but he keeps his shit dry and tight.
If I'm not running down Rick and company, where do you want me?
Better stop slinging that chair.
I know.
Garbage people.
Good. Eliminating those who reneged might leave us a tad short on ammo, but it's worth it.
I need you to hear me on this, Simon. Those piss-stained double-crossers may have pulled a triple cross, but it doesn't change the fact that they are still a resource. So you're gonna choke back whatever shit is stirring up inside you and remind them that a deal with the Saviors is a lock, stock, suck my barrel deal. Deliver the standard message. Take one out, and the rest will fall in line. Just one, Simon. You got something to say? Say it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should cut our losses here. These people can't learn the lesson no matter how many times we teach it. Alexandria, Hilltop, Kingdom, these garbage rats, they're not seeming to understand the situation, not one little bit. So maybe we learn our lesson.
Scrape the plates into the trash. Move further out. Find other communities to save.
Oh, I am doing my best to hold it together right now. You want to cut your losses? Take your own advice. Killing everybody to solve the problem, that is the easy way, not our way. What we do, saving people, it is hard, but it damn well works.
Not lately.
Once I clip Rick, everything's aces again. Simon.
Simon seems like he wants to unzip his pants and compare testicles, don't he? I was trying to sound like Negan.
I understand.
Okay. Simon's got him some big old banjo nuts
Delivery
these
from the
days.
hilltop. Brought you something to deal with it.
You already know what's in there. You can hear it.
That's what would have happened to Sasha if the coffin wasn't standing up. Remember?
That's Dean. That means the other 38 that the hilltop are holding are from the satellite outpost. Those are my people. I'm gonna kill every last one of those farmers.
You will do exactly what I asked.
We can't let them get away with this.
You will do your job!
How are they saving them if they're making them work, though?
What do you mean?
When they're saying, we're the saviors, we're saving these people, but they make them give half their profits in return for nothing.
I mean, he has his ways, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You know, I was predicting early on that Simon and Negan were going to eventually butt heads because Simon has an absolute ego.
Mhm.
And Negan obviously does too on some level. Sorry to pause it, guys. I guess in Negan's mind, society has to have some type of like hierarchy structure, because if everyone's equal, then it just becomes a big free for all. And so there has to be power structures and stuff, because if there's not, then everyone thinks they're the king and then none of this junk works. So maybe in his mind, the only way he can keep people occupied and to keep them producing is if he like forces them to. Maybe he doesn't trust that people are going to like play ball unless he like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm just trying to come up with how he's thinking.
Please, just
That's
let's talk about this.
Natanya was your family. It's up to you, Cindy. All of it.
We should just kill them.
Chill, girl. That's usually like my attitude, though. Like, just wipe them off.
We're gonna get out of this.
It's not about that. She made it so I had to do it. She made me kill her. I'd do it again. I'd have to, even knowing it would feel this way.
That face, like,
what's she looking like that for? Feels like she just saw dog poop on her carpet or something.
Thank you.
Take them to the beach.
You're going to kill us?
Take them.
This is your decision. You own it.
You better have a good reason for killing us other than thinking it'll make you feel better. Because it won't.
Let's just get it over with.
Why would you kill us? To punish us? I mean, don't you get it? Killing is the punishment. You execute us, then maybe some of ours will come looking for us. And maybe you'll take them out. But eventually, enough of them will come back and they will wipe you out. Your grandmother got herself killed. So don't make the same mistake. Just let us go. And we'll keep fighting them, and you can keep hiding.
No. They live.
If we win, do you even want to know?
Yes.
Then help us win.
We're helping you win by not killing you both. That's our contribution to the cause. We've taken everything else we could give.
They really embrace the whole we live next to the ocean thing, don't they? They walk around with like fish nets on their clothes
I
and
kind of
stuff.
think it's cool.
I think it's cool too.
Don't come here again.
Stop trying to kill strangers. We know who we have to kill. We know the difference between friends and enemies. You should too.
Don't come back.
Y'all told them that like 4 times at this point.
And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna come back.
You know how to get to the car?
No, Aaron, they're not gonna help us.
I want to go home. I do. More than anything. But I can't leave. Not until they join the fight.
They're not joining.
Beatrice and Kathy were open to fighting before. I think I can convince them. I just need time.
Okay, then we both stay.
I need to get back. Tell Maggie what's happening, what I'm doing. And you need to tell her not to come.
They'll kill you if you go back there.
I won't go back there. It'll be okay. My matter what happens, I'll be okay.
Promise me I'll see you again. Promise.
Promise me you'll be okay.
Aaron the Noble.
He's just gonna hang out with the girls for a little bit.
We line up the hilltop?
Gonna sit on our Dixamite more. Relax, we're going to the landfill. No worries, Gary. Not a single one in the world.
Simon's such an awesome character, though. Like, he really is. Like, I hate him, obviously, but damn good actor.
Whoa, 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 Nelly. Everybody keep their horses inside the gate. After all, we're friends. Right? Now that that's out of the way, let's get down to the brass tacks. Bottom
Her
line,
face.
I'm gonna need an apology. The genuine article.
Simon says apologize.
Now, I know you had your little side deal with Rick. You came to our home pretty much arm in arm. This despite the pre-existing arrangement with us. Now, you know we saw you because we tried to kill you. So, you've had plenty of time to prepare something. A heartfelt act of confession, I hope. Feel free to refer to any notes you may have prepared.
No deal with Rick. Delivered him. Brought to you. Could you show him?
Bullshit!
He seems a little coked out, don't he?
But no need to worry, because you caught yourself a break. A big old break, if you ask me. Negan is graciously willing to forego any punishment, provided you agree to revert to the agreed upon terms of our deal. You do that, all is forgiven. Some crazy good luck, right? However, we will be taking all your guns and ammunition.
Not our deal.
No, it isn't. But we currently have a need. And as friends, you will grant us this neighborly gesture as a sign of good faith.
Danger's everywhere. Need guns too.
Not when you got us. And if and when the time comes for you to have guns, the Saviors will provide them for you. Spit shined.
Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
Ready to go. Thank you.
Why don't they bring out spike people on him?
I cannot believe they just agreed to this, man. I feel like that was a mistake.
Yeah, after we just seen him attacking Rick.
Is this you? It's not bad. Before or after?
Don't learn. This, come to know.
Why the dump? I mean, there had to be a better place to call home.
Our place. Ours.
What's the deal with the helipad and back? The solar panels. What was this place?
A dump.
I want to know if you know.
You have guns. We have deal?
It occurs to me that I've not yet received the full definition of an apology. I feel like I've gotten some transgressional acknowledgement. The guns certainly cover restitution, but what I'm not yet feeling is the remorse.
There is remorse. There is remorse.
No!
No way!
Say it again!
There is remorse, you son of a bitch!
Oh.
He better not get his ego involved. You better walk away, Simon.
No, he's about to.
Oh, they done got paint on his boots.
Light it up, gents. Light it up now!
Well, hey, like, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, they've been messing around too much. They should have just sided with Rick. They should have recognized how tyrannical these people were.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to play games.
Oh, he's not gonna like this. Wasn't he supposed to go there and tell him to suck their barrel or something?
Rick, Negan is extremely adamant about you don't kill more than one person because people are the biggest resource.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Nothing on Gavin.
Want me to turn back around, roll out, end the mystery?
I already sent a team out there.
Ah. Well, I'm sure he's A-okay. And if not, we'll just send another message.
So tell me how it went.
Standard message and delivery. Showed him and told him. There was remorse.
Negan. Yeah, what is it?
It's Rick.
He's like, thank God Rick called.
That might be a bad thing though.
Oh, because he's gonna be like,
he's gonna snitch. Ain't it weird how they hate each other, but yet they can just call each other? Well, hey, buddy. So you were right. It was walkers. Oh my gosh.
I could tell by the slick back hair.
Yeah, I can tell because those walkers wasn't bothering. I haven't seen someone go that psycho in a junkyard since Tuco.
Right? Is she a walker?
What happened here?
Savior.
Well, how do we get out?
Get out. How you got in. These weren't heaps before. It was just trash laid out as far as the eye could see. I used to come here to find things to paint on. Metal sheets, fabrics. And then after everything changed, I realized this whole place was a canvas, that we were the paint. We could create something new. We could become something new. We did.
He's actually speaking in full sentences.
This was our world, apart from everyone else, in every way.
You did this. This is because of you.
Gotta move a quick car door real quick.
You might use it as a shield.
What are you doing?
We're gonna run for it.
Let me come with you. Just until they're gone.
I'm done with her games. She can't help us anyway.
I kind of feel bad for her.
I mean, I feel bad for anyone in that situation, but it is kind of her fault. She's got an oven door.
Wait, please, just let me get out.
Oh no.
I feel like all you gotta do though is get something sharp, walk down to the edge of where like the mountain stops, just stab one and then run back up. And then when another one comes, just stab it and run back up. I feel like eventually, I mean, there's only like what, like 40 of them? I could do that before dinner.
Maybe he felt degraded because she took like nudie pics of him.
Look at her toes. Oh my god. Toes look like yours.
No, they don't. Mine look fantastic.
Oh hell no.
He's gonna let them fall in there one by one. You better back up then.
That sucks. That's her people. Boy, that thing grounded them up pretty good though, didn't it?
That was honestly a good plan. I mean, it probably is gonna really mess with her head though.
To be honest, this whole scene sort of grossing me out. I'm ready to get out of here. What's in the box? Applesauce. Aaron would be so mad.
And that's all you had?
These have been some depressing ass episodes, man.
I shot above her head. I just wanted her gone. Look, I saw her. She made it.
She ran into an empty alley just before I left. I didn't want her dead. I just wanted her gone.
Feels like what Carl was talking about. What we should do when we have a choice.
I need a second.
It's fine.
Personally, I would have never trusted that lady again after she sold me out to the saviors the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That'd have been the end of it for me.
I think they felt desperate.
I'm sure they did, but
This is when he calls Negan. You think they call that van the Thunderbird?
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they call it. Get the Thunderbird, Michonne.
He probably did that so they would stop fighting.
What, wrote the letter?
Because he was like, my dad's gonna honor me.
Negan doesn't seem like a sympathetic guy who's gonna
hell is
just
that?
lay it all down, though.
But he likes Carl for some reason.
That's Rick Grimes.
Ricky, look at you calling me up. You want to tell me where you are so we can do this face to face?
Carl's dead.
He wrote letters. He wrote one to you. He asked you to stop. He asked me to stop. He asked us for peace.
But it's too late for that. Even if we wanted to deal now, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill you.
How did it happen?
What?
How did he die? Was it us? Was it the grenades?
It wasn't you. Carl went out to help someone, and he got bit.
God damn it. Shit, I am sorry. You know, I wanted him to be part of things. I had plans. That kid was the future.
The only future is one where you're dead.
What the hell are you doing, Rick? Why are you fighting? Why are you making this so hard? Carl is dead because of you. Because you couldn't leave shit well enough alone. Any one of us can get our ticket punched at any second, but in this case, he is dead because of you. Because you weren't there to stop him from doing something stupid. You set this course, Rick. Who's next?
You are.
No, but someone is. I stop people from dying. I am the answer. Now, it may have taken a hard lesson for you to hear it, but you should hear it now. It's time. Do not let any more of your shit decisions cost you to lose anyone else you love. That garbage, that sticks with you. Forever. Just like Carl will. Hell, I'm feeling it. And I'm gonna be feeling it for a while. You could have just let me save all of you. I mean, that's why I killed your friends in the first place. So you can sit there and you can say that you're gonna kill me, but you won't. You failed. You failed as a leader, and most of all, Rick, you failed as a father. Just give up because you have already lost.
All right, guys. So right there in that conversation, I thought Rick was gonna be like, "You're a psycho. Why did you kill the trash people?" And then Negan was gonna have that light go off in his head, right?
And then
but
go
that
get
didn't
summoned.
happen.
Yeah.
So Rick is extremely upset with Negan because from Rick's perspective, Negan just committed a whole massacre against those people,
Mhm.
and in his mind, he's just thinking, "You're so sick." But what Rick doesn't realize is Negan did not authorize that at all.
Yeah.
Like Negan didn't want to do that at all. That was completely up to Simon. So that was a really interesting conversation right there. And I can understand why Rick's so mad. I feel like I could see it coming that Negan was going to be upset about Carl. Cause like you said, man, he really he liked Carl because he saw Carl as like a leader. He saw him as like a hard-nosed, tough guy leader who eventually was going to grow up to be ruthless and do what needed to be done to help advance humanity in his own twisted way, you know?
Yeah.
And so he's sad that the future's gone in a sense because he knows that there's like a shortage of people who are willing to do what it takes, you know?
I thought it was interesting because I kind of, for some reason, I had a hunch Negan would be sympathetic towards Carl. And then when I saw Carl think of Negan in his memories, it kind of stuck to me that maybe Carl was sympathetic towards Negan as well.
Right.
So maybe the bond that they had actually meant something.
Well, the whole point was when Carl went to go assassinate Negan, Negan could have just ended Carl and put an end to that, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't do that. And so he's like, he basically gave him like the grand tour and showed him what it was like to be him in a sense. He sort of like tried to let Carl walk in his shoes without putting his shoes on.
Yeah.
And so Carl sort of maybe developed some type of, I wouldn't say respect or anything like that. I don't know how deep it goes, but he at least developed an understanding of what Negan was trying to do, which is something that we've also been developing over the course of this season.
Yeah.
Because early on, we just thought the guy's a freak, right? He just wants to be a king. He doesn't want to work. And, I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that, right? Like, Negan could probably go about things completely different and get the same result, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's kind of like being a parent. Like, some parents are just different. And obviously, a lot of people are going to have their opinions, but you are who you are. You do things the way you do things. And some people only know one way, and that's, you know, that's Negan, right? And I do feel sympathetic to where he's coming from. Like, you gotta be tough on these people because, I mean, these people literally just survive the apocalypse. They're not like rational people in a way. You gotta force them. But just all in all, I just thought these were some insane episodes. I don't think I've ever felt so heavy watching a TV show in a long, like genuinely, it's been a long time since I felt this just like opinionated and just over the top about the show, and I just feel kind of let down and depressed and just like,
we're normally giddy and really goofy and having a good time, and I couldn't like bring myself to do that because Carl Grimes just died. Like, that's sad to me.
Coral man, I feel like, and that's another thing, I feel like sometimes with these shows I get really into them and then like I feel what I'm supposed to feel, well sometimes, and then we hit stop recording and then we, you know, and then we switch from, we just, you know, we're watching TV and we're trying to like feel the emotions, and then we switch into, okay, now let's put it on YouTube and get it out to Patreon mode. But these, they just feel like, normally I guess I just snap out of the show. Like, I'm really in the show and then I snap out. But with these, I feel like I'm just having a hard time like getting out of my feelings about it, I suppose. So what do you think Carl meant when he was trying to give that? So look, guys, here's the thing. Like, the only thing that I'm going to say negative though is I just don't really like the whole, I guess Carl's final words to his dad was just basically giving him a lecture about how he needs to be a better person and stuff and be more open-minded. And like, I understand that what he's saying, there's definitely truth to it. Kind of like, what was that one guy's name? The
Bob?
one that, the one that Carl was trying to help in the first place that he ended up getting bit. Sadiq. I feel like he was kind of referencing Sadiq in a way, and he was also sort of talking about like how Rick just did the trash lady. But I also feel like it's one thing, like with Sadiq, just because he's going to end up being the greatest person ever. I mean, as far as Rick's concerned, that could have been the most dangerous man walking the face of this planet, and he just didn't know. And I understand, like, you shouldn't just start busting caps on people before you even have a conversation with them. I get that. But, you know, Rick saw that guy and immediately just started shooting at him, and then he scurried away, right? But how does Rick know that guy's not going to see him and immediately start shooting at him?
Right.
You just don't really know in this world. So if you're going to try to be like a good person, you have to be willing to like accept that somebody could easily just end your life,
right,
and get the jump on you.
I don't know. I feel like when people get bit and they have this, because, you know, I only brought up Bob just then because he did a very similar thing.
Yes.
When Bob was having his final words, he was like basically reminding Rick, like, you're still human. Make sure you don't lose your way. Like, you're still human. And Carl kind of did the same thing. So I feel like when you get bit, you just reflect on a lot of things, and maybe it's just like your humanity's huge to you at the time.
Well, I feel like that definitely would happen. Like, you know, you're at the end of your life and you realize at the end of the day, all that really matters is the relationships and the bonds you form with people. And like, you know, you don't remember all the bad times. You just remember the people you helped. And that's
you
the
just have
stuff
a montage
that matters.
of that going on in your head.
But the problem is like everyone's sort of living through the apocalypse, starving and stuff. So like, no, like people just aren't walking around with that mentality.
Right.
So it's kind of like, you know, the nicer you are and the more you do all that, like the chances of you letting down the people who rely on you is just higher, I feel like. I mean, I'm not saying Carl's wrong. Like, guys, I definitely get what he's saying. And I agree with him also. But I'm just saying on some level, like, you know, there's just it just seems a little naive to me.
I think it's far-fetched because
it's a little far-fetched.
Because what is happening right now, like, he just pretty much blew up Alexandria and he's killed multiple people that we love. It's just like he's stepped over a line that's you can't cross it back over.
Right. And then
no matter how good you can be from here on out, like, you still have done all this that we'll never forget.
And the thing is, like, they're constantly pushing this idea that Rick's going to have to start like you know, they've been through the apocalypse, but now they need to come out of it. And so the whole idea is, what world are they going to build? Are they going to build a world where everyone's shooting each other on sight? Or are they going to work together and build a civilization again? And I do understand that. But the top dog right now, the one who's running things, the one who's in charge, the one that we're supposed to start having sympathy for, if you don't do what he says, he'll find a reason to throw you in an incinerator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, is that really the world we want to build also? You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like a weird thing. I don't know. Like I get everyone's perspective, but I think that's what makes the show so good is it's a bunch of impossible situations. But with all that being said, man, I thought the episode was extremely good. I thought Carl did a really good job dying. I know that sounds weird to say, but as an actor, I thought he did a really good job. I love how stoic he was when he died. Kind of reminded me of Glenn and Abraham.
Yeah.
They went out tough, man.
He grew so much as an actor, Carl.
Oh, hell
like
yeah.
when he first
Yeah.
started, he was just a little boy, and like honestly, the first season he was kind of
Not the best
wasn't that
actor.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was very
I remember you telling me he was kind of he was just a kid actor.
He like
not a
read
bad
the
actor,
script
but-
and he read the script.
Yeah.
Basically, he was like reading off a piece of paper, kind of. And I would say he completely changed it around, and he's someone who drew a lot of emotions out of me as a watcher, like in certain situations all the time, like just because it's a kid in the apocalypse. So
Yeah.
it was good to have his perspective,
Yeah.
because you have tons of different types of perspective, and I think the kid perspective was a really unique add to the show.
And I feel like it's something that's going to be missing in this show.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, Carl isn't like, I'm not talking about like the rating of the actors, because I feel like everyone in the show is just a phenomenal S tier actor. You know, even Carl as he grew 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like the main characters of the show. Carl sort of faded into like I'm not going to say he's like a background character by any means, but he's like, there's like S tier main characters, which are like the main characters, you know, like Rick, Michonne,
Daryl.
and then it became like Ezekiel, Daryl, and I feel like Carl sort of fell into like he fell into like the A category because he got a lot less screen time and the plot didn't really evolve around him as much, even though there was a few episodes. But I feel like the show is just going to be missing he was just a really good cherry on top, I feel like, and it's going to be missing that.
Yeah, I really liked, like I said, I really liked how it added the kid to the apocalypse, but it made a lot of like moral questions about what do you do with your kid in the apocalypse, you know? And like a lot of them revolved around guns or teaching them to fight or how do you protect them and
Well, if
things
the
like
apocalypse
that.
happened, there's going to be people who's going to have kids.
Yeah.
You know? I
and
mean,
that's why it was really
they're
interesting to
lucky.
have that because, you know, they had to decide what to do with him. Like,
Right.
does he stand beside you and fight? Does he stay inside with Lori? Like, it was a lot of that kind of stuff. And especially in season 2, I would say Carl was like a moral character. Like, you had to really like, and that's why I got shot with that deer and like
Yeah.
that. A lot of that was
he got shot with a deer.
Like, he got
That was
shot-
all like,
you know what I'm talking about.
no, this is my deer rifle. Deer's like, "Rah!"
No, but someone was
Kind of
trying
like
to
on
shoot a
Conan the
deer.
Barbarian when they're shooting that snake.
Oh my god!
All right.
So they were trying to shoot a deer in the
Conan the Caveman.
Shut up.
Yeah.
But
and it also added a lot to Rick's character because
Yeah.
there's who you are before you have a kid, and then there's who you are after you have a kid.
Mhm.
And it's like if you don't have kids, you know, I know I seem young, but I have 3. So before you have a kid, there's who you are, and there's definitely layers to you, you know, and you're very nuanced. But then you have a kid, and you realize the nuance and the basically, man, you become so much more nuanced when you have a kid.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even imagine. You look back at your life and you think, God, it used to just be so simple. Like
Mhm.
I was such a simple person back
Yeah.
then, you know. And so
And
like
your
that adds a
kids-
lot to Rick.
And then there's a layer of protection and stress you add to your life that never goes away.
And then another thing about Carl is like, you know, you sit there and you picture yourself being in this situation. And when I picture myself being in the situation, I picture my present day self, right? And so I'm sitting there scoping out the people at Walmart. Man, I think I'd out survive all these people. I could beat that grandma up. I think I could outrun that grandpa. No problem, right? I'm trying to be funny. I know that comes across a little crazy, but seriously though. And then you have Carl, and then you get to just like for a second go back to being a teenager and put yourself in that perspective. And I feel like we're gonna be missing that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's personally been really fun for me because like I'm a boy, and I'm sure it's fun for you because you're a girl. But even though, you know, Carl was a boy, but I'd imagine if in a different reality or a different universe, Carl was Carlita, you know what I mean? Then it would have just been a different show. So,
Mhm.
so for me, it was just really fun to put myself back in that.
And it was
that
always
age, I
sweet
think.
to see him like finally do something that was like kid related, like read the Invincible magazines. And it was just sweet because you know, he, like I said in the episode, he never really got a childhood. He literally went from 3rd grade to being a survivalist.
Yeah.
And so because of that, it just, whenever he got those little glimpses of like when he was rollerblading with Enid and stuff, or roller skating, it was just wholesome and sweet. So and him not being able to drive
Enid
the car.
doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Oh
Like
my
that's going to be really
God.
tough.
Dang.
But like, you know, when he didn't even know how to drive the car and like things like that were like small little details of him not really being taught things, they were sweet.
Looking back at this whole entire show, other than what we just watched, what is your number one memory of Carl?
I have a lot.
I have one specific episode that just sticks out in my mind about Carl.
Which one is that?
Well, for me, it's the one where Rick's beat to hell. They take refuge in that house. I forgot what they're
And it's
called,
burning?
but no, it's not burning. But all those guys from that town come, remember, and like Rick can't get off the couch, so Carl.
Oh yeah.
And then he finds that big thing of pudding,
And the
he
chocolate
basically that's like the first time Carl sort of like not manned up in a way, but you know he went out in the world without his dad, almost got bit. It was very reminiscent of what happened. And then he ended up like releasing all this anger on his dad, you know, which is really sad to think about. And then eventually towards the end of the episode, him and his dad reconcile and they come to an understanding. And I feel like that's really when we saw Carl evolve the most.
Yeah. I like, my favorite memory of Carl is when him and Michonne go to take that picture of the family with Lori so he can have it for Judith. And Michonne has that cat. Yeah, I really like that episode.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what solidified Carl and Michonne's relationship.
That's what I was talking about in the last episode when I was talking about Carl. I was saying there was a time when he couldn't even walk into like a restaurant or a store without them getting mad. Remember me saying that? That's what I was talking about when they got that picture. I'm gonna miss the character.
I remember there's a time when it would get on my nerves that Lori couldn't keep a hold on him. You know what I'm saying? Like that used to irritate me, and like, you know, sometimes it would irritate me that he would be more about Shane than Rick, because you know he did have that awkward moment where he thought his dad was dead for a little bit, so he was dadding up someone else, which is like wasn't his fault, but you know it used to get on my nerves a little bit because I wanted him to be on Rick's side. But
That's
Carl's
like way back.
Yeah, that was like way back. But Carl's just a good character, and I think it's a big L.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I feel like, you know, the show, apparently you guys was telling us that the show lost a lot of viewership when they killed off Abraham and Glenn, which, you know, I'm on the side of like sometimes like you have to kill off main characters and hurt the audience's feelings, because if you never take that risk and do that, then, you know, if you just never pull the trigger like that, then as an audience you just never really expect it, right? Like, and that sort of kills the fun of the show. It lowers the stakes of the show. So sometimes you just got to get rid of them just to show that, hey, we will do it, you know?
Yeah.
It's that threat of anyone can get it, right? And they lost a lot of viewers, and that's one thing. But now they done killed off Carl. And I know people probably care more about Glenn and Abraham than Carl, because, I mean, I don't really know why. Maybe because Carl's like a kid, not really as like prevalent in some ways. But I feel like it's just a risky move to kill him off. But it's like you were saying, maybe it was the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, TV shows can break away from the comics and the, you know, the originals. They do that all the time, you know, so.
Yeah, they were telling us Andrea's character was a completely different character in the comics. She was a lot more, like, she was a better character. She was less of a drag.
About Andrea?
Yeah, she was less of a drag apparently, but yeah. So, you know, they can deviate from that. But I would say if you don't have TV shows where you don't have the feeling of anyone can get it, it's not a great TV show to me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that makes the stakes high.
Yeah.
And when the stakes are high, that makes the show good.
But at the same time, you got to pick who your main character is. So in this show, it's Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes cannot die. If Rick Grimes dies before the show's over, I'm going to lose a lot of interest in it. Yeah. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like any character can die in the show, even though I think it sucks if they do. But there's no character that just cannot die other than Rick. If they decided to kill off Rick next season or whatever, I just don't think I'd be very interested in the rest of the series. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So I really hope the man doesn't die. Like genuinely. If he does die, I'm still gonna react to the show and all that stuff. So don't if he does die, man, don't get it in your head that when he dies, you guys are gonna stop watching the reactions. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that I feel like that will just completely violate life to me. Like I'm not gonna like that one bit. So but yeah, I just feel like, you know, the only way I would be okay with Rick dying is if Carl lived. But now that Carl's dead, I don't want Rick to die.
But what if Rick dies for Judith to come in?
Judith has been a non-character in this
Well, what if
whole
she
entire
becomes a
show.
character because she learns to talk?
Yeah, but she needs to hurry up. We're on season 8. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's just like a little background baby.
She needs to hurry up.
Like, y'all better put some rare candy in there.
I feel like I genuinely feel like Rick can't die, and I feel like for some reason, and this might sound strange because he's not always in every episode, but I feel like Daryl can't really die either. Because if Daryl dies, that's like weird, right?
Because it's like, why is Daryl dying?
Yeah.
Like, what did he die for? What the hell?
Yeah,
What the
because
hell?
I feel like Daryl sometimes will take place of like a main character. It just depends on the season.
Yeah.
Like they'll switch who's the main character.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah. So they'll sometimes put Rick and they'll sometimes like go into Daryl.
And I felt like early on with Daryl, I feel like he didn't talk a lot, because he just had a lot of like, well, because he had a hard life and, he's like cocaine D and he's just being a hellion with his brother. And so, not really the best social skills. Right. So I get that. I sort of thought as the series like went along, he would develop more of a personality and like really like, do you get what I'm saying? Evolve that way.
Yeah.
But man, he talks less than he did when we first met him. He don't say nothing.
He doesn't.
He's like, that's all you, man. That's all you. You did that. It's like, that's all you got to say to the kid. That's all you, brother. But I mean, that's his personality. I don't ever change. But okay. So the saviors, or not the saviors. So King Ezekiel, he's basically, I don't remember the guy's name who had him, who ended up getting stabbed in the throat, but
Gavin.
Okay. So Gavin gets stabbed in the throat by that little kid. That little kid's pissed off
Henry.
because his brother died. She's so good with names. I know faces, not names.
Benjamin died.
Gavin stabs the dude in the throat. Everyone's mad at him.
No, Henry stabs Gavin.
Anyways, man, it played out the way we watched on the on the TV, right? And how do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like
it was a good shot.
I feel like it was. I feel like Gavin needed to die. I know Ezekiel was trying to spare him and stuff. Maybe you could have spared him for like some type of leverage, but I don't really think it would have helped much. But I feel like that's just gonna set up Morgan to be messed up because Morgan's seen a little kid.
Morgan's gonna
be like, oh man, I gotta go back to the jail cell and the farm and the llama and stuff. I don't know.
But aren't they literally training him to be able to do that?
Yeah.
So like, job well done, man. Get that kid some.
But
Mike and
annoying
Ike's.
because we told you don't come in here. Like, listen to the adults here, little boy. Like,
yeah, in his mind, he's like, bump all that.
Bump all that. But
we in the
listen.
apocalypse. I ain't in daycare. I ain't about to listen to these teachers. I'm in the apocalypse,
You told him in
baby.
mid-episode to drink some juice and go to bed.
Well, that's what he should do. He needs to go get him some juice.
Some juicy juice.
Juice? You want some juice? I mean, dude, I don't know. Like, I understand they wanted to be all sympathetic. They're like, don't kill him. We're better than that. That's one thing I can't stand in TV shows, guy. I literally, I cannot stand it. I cannot stand when there's a cold-blooded killer who will sit there and be like completely like bought into the whole thing. Like, hey, let your cantaloupe or whatever the hell, your turnip fall off the truck. And this man's going to put somebody down. Like, that shit, he's just part of it. Like, he's complicit in this. Like, he's just complicit in it. And then all of a sudden, he's got you by the ropes. He's about to kill you. But then all of a sudden, you get the jump on his men, and he's the last guy standing. And now all of a sudden, we're better than this.
Yeah, you bopped all his men. Like,
yeah, y'all murdered everyone just to get your guy back. Like, that guy just sort of got lucky that he was the last man standing. Like, what do you mean you're better than that? But you're not better than that.
And you know what he also said? He was like looking at him face by face, and he's like, "This is what I do, and I'm gonna kill you. Like, sorry, you're dead. You're dead meat."
King Ezekiel's like, you don't gotta do it, brother. He's like, oh yes, I do. And then, so like, I don't know, like,
and then he's like, but yet I smile.
I guess that's one thing about the show that's sort of killing me. Like, we went to war with the saviors because the saviors are essentially taking every civilization that exists, and they're taking upon themselves to basically go and tell them, hey, this is how it's going to be. You're going to live under our rule, and you're going to like it. You're going to gather for us. You're saving them. And now we're saving you, so you're going to follow our rules. After we just kill a random person who ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, Glenn punched Negan, sure, and Negan decided to squash his head in impulsively.
No, Daryl did that.
Yeah. Daryl punched Negan, and then Negan decided to kill Glenn. So the whole thing is like, people can throw punches and do all this stuff, and it's fine. But then as soon as Negan gets hit, Glenn's got to get his head bashed in. So I feel like there's a little inconsistency there. And I get the show's trying to make Negan sympathetic, but I just don't really like the idea of like I chose my side, guy. And it really is that simple. I chose my side. I like Rick's group. I'm not a savior. I'm not Negan. I understand that they have their own stories and they have their own, sympathies and all that junk. But the reality is, in my mind, they're the enemy. And so now all of a sudden, like, we always have to be the better people.
But
I don't really like that
what is an unpopular opinion, though, in my opinion? Like, I feel like my opinion right now is going to be unpopular. But at the beginning, I feel like they did have the mentality of they're really headstrong. This is how they do it. They kill one of your people. Then you have to, like, fall in line. That's what you must do.
Yeah.
And then now they've kind of reverted back to, like, we need to feel bad for Negan a little bit.
Yeah, so we kill your people but it's okay that we killed your person because it's for the greater good. Well, the way I see it, if you trap me in the middle of the woods and kill one of my people, I don't care how for the greater good it is. Like, you don't get to do that.
Yeah.
Like, they could always come up with like a bullshit reason to try to make it
now
to
I want to
justify.
kill you and I'm not going to stop. Like, you killed someone who's family to me.
You could have just explained the situation to us and maybe we would have understood, but you beat my boy's head in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little crazy.
You did it inhumane and now I really hate you. But I do see that Rick did kill a bunch of his people too. So, I mean, I don't know.
Well, the whole idea in the show is like, hate's always just a bad thing. Like, and a lot of people think that, like, but if you really love something, like, you have to hate something. Like I love you, but if somebody kills you and I'm like, oh, I can't hate them. Do I really love you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Well, okay. You see this in true crime a lot. Like, someone will kill someone's loved one and they'll have their, like, in the hearing, they'll, like, apologize. They'll forgive them and stuff.
I forgive you.
Yeah, I forgive you because that's like part of people's healing process.
A lot of people, they do it for them.
Yeah. And I just can't do that.
If somebody ends up killing me, I want you to push for the firing squad. Don't be forgiving them in court. Like, I'm sitting there like if somebody guns me down, you better not go to court and forgive them. Like,
remember we saw that thing where, like, someone had an AI.
This guy got murdered.
Yeah.
And then their family took videos of him, put it in an AI system, made the AI system apologize. But hey, in another life, we could have been friends.
And it's just like, no.
That guy didn't have any, like, consent to it. And the family created a whole entire, like, speech that wasn't even real, that the victim basically made a whole AI video of apologizing to the criminal, saying, like, oh, you're probably just, you have bad circumstances. I forgive you. In another life, we could have been friends. And then asked the judge for leniency.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Like,
See,
what the hell?
And I can see there's people like that, sure, but that's just not me. Like, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong for that way, but that's not me.
I mean, like I don't really there's not really anybody I hate because I just haven't. But I'm capable of it. I just haven't been put in that situation. But like, basically, man, what I'm trying to say is everyone's just all. They're in the middle of a war, but they keep having these, like, moral qualms, and it's like, I feel like, dude, if you're gonna be in a war, just win the most humane thing you can do is just win the war.
Yeah.
Like, if they're fighting a war, if Rick Group is at war, if one of Rick's members gets killed because they were soft in any type of way, I feel like they just did something immoral. Like, I don't want to be the victim of, like, one of these saviors because Jesus decided to bring them into our home and put them in a chicken coop.
Yeah, and
what happens when one of them breaks out?
You have to think about it, like, what if Judah's there and they go kill Judith? Because,
like, you can sit there and say, "Oh, I'm doing the right thing," but from her perspective, like, you just let a wolf into my house.
Yeah,
like, how are
and
you
I'm a little
guy?
baby. I can't do anything.
So I don't know. It's very complex. I'm sure it'll get a little more.
Why are you putting that back in?
Because I'm ready to watch more. Guys, that's going to be the last one for today, but I'm ready to get back into this junk. And I'm sure there's a lot more. So listen, if you guys don't agree with us, I'm sure that you'll get pissed off and tell us in the comments. Just understand, this is our first time watching the show. There's 1,000 things going on. There's all these different perspectives. There's things that happen that we don't necessarily catch, we don't consider, we might forget.
And not on top of that, a lot of people who do have opinions seen the whole season or the whole series, so they have a big picture, whereas we have small picture because we've only seen what we've seen.
So if you feel some type of way about it, try to at least be understanding about the fact that, like, we're just seeing it for the first time, right? And so the way I see it, I don't know, man. Basically, the whole idea is that everyone's going to war, but, like, we're going to be in the middle of a war, but we're also going to be friendly. And it's like, oh, like I was saying about all the prisoners got taken prisoners. But then at the same time, Rick's group was every single lookout in the city. They was just like, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And they didn't say, hey, put your hands up. We're giving you an opportunity to serve. They just killed them straight up. But then the prisoners, they just, Like the prisoners were the most unlucky people in the world because they got caught with their nuts out, right?
Yeah.
But instead of like being like, damn, we're very unlucky, they were actually the luckiest because they got caught with their nuts out, so therefore they got to be prisoners. But other ones got caught.
Towers.
Other ones were holding, the people that are holding their guns get shot, but those people had their guns just on their shoulder straps, so they got lucky and now they're prisoners.
But they didn't get a chance to surrender because they didn't know they were coming.
And then a whole nother thing is like you can't really be moral if you're any of these people, because every time Rick's group's like, oh, don't kill them, then we're no better than them. It's like we said, they've already done so much damage and killed so many people that if you try to like live by that principle, I mean, you've committed hypocrisy like 50 times. So really it's just like they're just sort of picking and choosing. Like, we got one guy by himself, so now we'll be moral. But if there's more than a few, it's just complicated. Shoot, I don't know. All right, and then what happened was they went and saw the trash people and shot them all up. That was wild because Negan is not going to be happy.
I think that right there was wild because, I mean, I know that they double crossed you. That kind of sucks, but Negan asked you to not do that. He thinks people are very valuable. So I think that that's going to cause a really big rift between him and Negan might kill Simon.
You think he will? I'm kind of thinking he might.
I feel like he might have a date with Lucille.
I feel like we've been so focused on Negan versus Rick that Negan versus Simon might be something that happens in the second half of the season. Like, because there's always a lot of like internal strife going on with Rick's group, but we haven't really seen that too much with Negan. No one's really like made a push and challenged him. I feel like Simon's getting really unhappy with the way Negan's running camp.
And you kind of called that when Simon was pushing around Gregory like a little toy.
Well, yeah, because like if you're like, well, yeah, because like
he was getting him to bow to him and stuff. Yeah, that
because
was
Negan's the one with the ego.
Yeah,
and Negan has the ego the size of a house, right? And when you're someone with an ego that big, if someone else is doing the same thing, and in your mind you're sitting there thinking, oh, this guy thinks that he can act like me. What does that say about me? I'm sitting here letting him walk around like he's running stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I just didn't think Negan would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like he could probably live with it, but then when Simon starts disobeying his orders, like you either gotta step down and not be in charge anymore, or you gotta end that. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about that. Right. So I don't know. And at the end of the day, I guess the reason I fight so hard to try to justify all the things Rick's group does, and I know some people get mad about that because they'll be like, you guys are justifying everything Rick does, is because I just don't like the Saviors. I don't like them, and I don't think that they're in the right. I think that I think they're essentially slaving people. Or you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna have any sympathy for them.
Because I mean, in a weird way, we don't know enough about them to know exactly how much. Because what I remember is Dwight had to go kill someone because they tried to run away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a lot of people are like, oh, they have a choice, and it's like, okay, sure, but I haven't seen that they have a choice. Therefore, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Negan's like the judge, jury, and executioner. I don't think that's right.
Right.
And then, like I said, man, at the end of the day, I don't care if they're saving people. I don't care if they're hunting things, the family business, none of that. I just think at the end of the day, they beat my boy Glenn and Abraham's head in. So the way I see it, they can all get
they're
burnt.
enemies. Yeah.
They can
enemies.
they're just never going to be okay in my book.
And every time we try to drive somewhere, they knock down a tree.
Every single, yeah. Remember they hung that one guy from a bridge?
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to like execute someone because you have to. It's another thing to be hanging people from bridges and like throwing people in incinerators and stuff. Like that's just insane. And then like another thing is every single person who stood there in the woods that night while they were beating Abraham and Glenn's head in, which I know that's happened several times before. Every single one of those people were complicit. Every single one.
And remember, for the Oceanside people, they killed all their men and
they just killed all the trash people. Simon told his people to just mow all these unarmed people
down. Light them up like it was a typical thing.
So I understand, like as far as I'm concerned, the factory workers, the people who basically walk around the sanctuary and they don't hold firearms, maybe I could make a case that like those people are innocent and they're just pawns in the game. But any person who's complicit in any of that, I don't care if they're there because they didn't have anywhere else to go and they're going to get bit by a walker. As far as I'm concerned, bump them.
They're cold-hearted.
Yeah, bump them.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're willing to do that to people to survive. So Rick's group, why not do the same thing?
If you even want to go back to those girls who held Maggie and Carol hostage. Like,
yeah, remember back then they made sure that every savior was like
cutthroat.
Yeah, like they made them out to just be so like backwards,
mouthy and cutthroat. Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden they're like, I have some porridge.
And they had pictures. hanging up in their outposts of like beaten head people and like dead people.
Yeah,
it's
man,
like, bro,
people.
y'all. That's what made y'all so scary at the beginning. I think to make the show really awesome, they should have just left them like that.
Yeah,
like just like had no rhyme or reason to be psycho.
Yeah,
because when you start having the I want to feel bad for them, then it kind of makes everything like confusing.
I guess every single person in history that you don't like or that you think was a bad person, I'm sure on some level they had this whole idea to maybe not make the world a better place, but to make circumstances better in some type of way. But the reality is when you don't agree with them, history looks at them and they label them as the worst people of all time. So,
right.
Bump them, right?
Well, I'm just saying if you could go from different perspectives on the opposite side and it would all be like, you could have a case that they're the heroes and the other person's a bad guy. But
oh yeah.
But I mean, that's not how the show's taking place. So
like, what about all the people on YouTube who don't like me? And they be coming at me in the comments. From my perspective, y'all are a bunch of bullies.
Yeah,
I'm a real nice guy over here. But from y'all's perspective, y'all are telling me like it is, and I'm an idiot on the internet who's making the world a worse place. And I understand that. It's just all a game of perspective. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely coming to a head, man. It's got to come to a head with Negan and them.
Yeah.
And then obviously Rick, I just feel bad for Rick, man. Like he could have had a more nuanced conversation right there with Negan for sure. But it's not. Rick could have been like, buddy, what are we doing, buddy? Like, how do we put an end to the bloodshed? How do we come to a agreement to where we can stop the war, but we also don't have to sit there and gather cantaloupes for you every day. And you're not just going to knock on our door at 3 p.m. on a random Tuesday and demand 70% of everything. Like, that's the problem with Negan. Like, he's like, oh, he's a good guy. He's saving the world. But at the same time, they just be making up the rules as they go a lot. If they're in a bad mood, we're taking 80% of it.
But also, like in Negan's perspective,
so it's just hard.
They like Rick brought all those things to his house, and then he went and exploded Rick's house. So you can't be friends anymore. like you brought the walkers into their house and like killed all their people that were outside, and then you went and retaliated by exploding Rick's house. So y'all's houses are destroyed. Just something needs to give there. You can't just like be friends now.
When Negan took that bat and hit Glenn in the head with it and killed Glenn, which is Maggie's baby daddy, which is Maggie's baby's father, he owes it to Herschel to never let that slide.
Yeah.
Like the amount of damage that he did to Herschel's daughter when he did that, there's no way Rick can just let that slide.
And this is Maggie who has lost everything.
Like there's no way. Well, Herschel, you don't understand. He only beat the shit out of Glenn because he's trying to make the world a better place. Like, dude, you think like bump all that, man? Like, forget all that. Like, you're the leader, man. Like, it's kind of like, do you think like when the lion goes and attacks the hyena, do you think the hyena goes, well, you don't understand? You know, I'm trying to make the safari a better place. You know, like we need to eat. Like, do you think the lion cares? The lion has to protect the lions. You know what I mean? Like the lion don't give a damn about that sob story. You got to pick a side. You're a lion or you're a hyena. All right, guys, I'm just talking a lot of junk at this point, man. But, regardless of my opinion and if you agree with it or not, I think one thing we can agree on is the fact that this is an S tier show.
Yes.
This show goes harder than freaking Granite, man. And I just think that these last 2 episodes was just so emotional and thought provoking. And it just brought so much like feeling out of me and stuff. And it's just something that is missing in a lot of like television series and movies, man. Like I've seen a lot of stuff at this point on the channel.
Yeah.
There's a few things that come to mind that can compete with this, but this is just what I call a damn good show. I mean, I love it, man. I love it. Guys, incredible episodes. We're going to be back. This is the last time this season that we're going to react to 2 episodes. It's just the way the numbers work out. I mean, I've said it 100 times, but if you are new here, we try to react to 3 episodes. Sometimes we do 2 because, 16 divided by 3 doesn't always work out, does it? So sometimes we got to throw 2 in there. Yeah. So today was the show that we watched 2. And I'm glad that we only got in 2 today, guys, because emotionally I'm just very drained of this show right now.
I'm glad too, because I felt like I would have been bummed for the 3rd one, and hopefully the 3rd one's more of like a...
I've been worried about Carl for a couple days, man, and all right, guys, love y'all. I gotta go.